Saturday morning, everyone. Now, don't worry, the Nats still have time to pick up a couple of wins before the All-Star break. However, down in Miami last night, Steven Strasburg struggled from the start. Strauss only lasted 2 innings and allowed a career-worst 7 earned runs on 5 hits. The Marlins cruised to an 8-3 win. Orioles hoping their bats stay hot against the Blue Jays. The Birds belted 3 home runs against Toronto, including a 3-run shot by Adam Jones that gave them the lead. Orioles win it 8-5. And to the pitch, DC United hosting Chivas of Guadalajara in a friendly. In this match, very friendly to 17-year-old Michael Seaton in his first game with United. On his mother's birthday, Seaton came up with a beautiful assist to Carlos Ruiz for the goal. United takes a 1-0 lead. Chivas scores late and this one ends in a 1-1 draw. And that's a look at your morning sports. I'm Kestra Curl. Have a wonderful Saturday. Our highlight game of the week comes to us from lacrosse as they defeated Franklin and Marshall 11-4. Lynchburg's Andrew Wilfong, Jay Goldsmith, and Dylan Hoff were among the goal scorers, with Hoff leading the way with 3 goals. Goalie Frank Cook dominated the net and also contributed offensively as he assisted on a goal as time expired in the third. The Hornets have started 2-1 on the season. Now let's shift gears a little bit and find out what else happened this week. Here are your Hornet headlines. Saturday, baseball delivered a statement win against Virginia University of Lynchburg as they took the game 29-4. Softball wasn't as fortunate Saturday as they fell to Emory 9-1 and Millsap 3-2. And men's tennis earned a 7-2 victory over Bluefield. And congratulations are in order for both our men and women's indoor track and field teams. The women finished 3rd in ODACs this season. And it must be Groundhog Day again and again and again as the men won their 15th straight ODAC championship. Yes, I said 15. Congratulations to both teams. We look forward to seeing them continue their success in outdoor competition. Let's get right into it with our highlight game of the week that comes to us from women's lacrosse. And not only 1, but 2 records were broken as Lynchburg played fellow ODAC team Sweetbriar. As impressive as the 21-8 win was for the Hornets, even more so impressive was senior attack Leslie Buckingham, who with 6 goals and 5 assists managed to put her name atop the all-time points and goal scoring leaderboard. That's right, she broke both records that were set back in 1991. She has 192 goals and 73 assists for a total of 265 career points. Congratulations, Leslie, with a dazzling game after dazzling game. It was only a matter of time before she cemented herself as one of the best ever suit up for LC. Records may have been broken in that game, but it wasn't the only dazzling game that happened this week. Here are your Hornet headlines. Thanks, Caroline. All right, everyone, it's an ODAC special, and there is a ton of good news to get to, so let's jump right on in. Ladies lacrosse took the field with Randolph-Macon Saturday in a quarterfinal matchup and had absolutely no problem as they dominated from start to finish, winning the game 19-2. Leading the way for the Hornets was senior and all-time leading points and goal scorer Leslie Buckingham, who scored 5 goals and added 2 assists. The ladies will host Roanoke College in the semifinals on Wednesday. And how about the guys? How did they do? The men took on Virginia Wesleyan Saturday in the semifinals, so the winner plays for the ODAC championship. Virginia Wesleyan started the game strong, getting out to a 3-1 lead early in the first. But led by Max Vumard, the Hornets scored 4 straight times. And there was no looking back from there. Vumard found the back of the net 6 times as LC carried their momentum to a 14-6 Hornet victory. With the win, the men have advanced to the championship game where they will take on Washington and Lee, who upset second-ranked Roanoke 11-8. The ODAC finals will be played Sunday, May 6th. And now this isn't your everyday matchup. It's D1 versus D3. Can you speak to the significance this game's going to have on both teams as well as these fans here?
Well, it's the first competition of the fall for us. You know, we've been practicing for a couple of weeks. I think our kids are anxious to see somebody else. Lynchburg's an excellent Division III club in Central Virginia and for our sport in general.
Now, you graduated some pretty good talent last season. How do you expect your guys to step up and fill in that leadership vacancy?
Well, this is just the first step in what's going to be a long journey. We're a program that graduates good players every year. At the same time, we don't graduate Steele Stanwyck every year or Chris Pocklet every year.
Finally, and Coach, lacrosse has grown across the board recently. In the next few years, the NCAA will be seeing a lot more schools putting lacrosse programs in. Well, what can you say? How beneficial is this to the sport, to the fans, and the popularity of the sport?
Well, there's a number of things. University of Michigan having added a program, University of Denver getting to the Final Four. The news that we just heard in the last week that the University of Richmond is going to add a Division I men's lacrosse program. All of that is,
Thank you so much for your time. Good luck this evening.
Thanks very much.
As for Lynchburg College, I spoke with Coach Chicadelco earlier, and he said that it speaks volumes about the man that Dom Starja is for bringing his team down here to play again. He said also it should be a big game for Lynchburg College as well as UVA, but really a great experience for the local Lynchburg community. Phil? Thanks, Phil. I was listening in to the Lynchburg huddle there at the timeout, and they're talking about slow this game down, take good shots, and make smart decisions. As for UVA, they want to do similar. They said set the pace of the game, set your pace of the game. They got 2 quarters left to do it. Let's see who makes the better adjustment. Thanks, Phil. I'll tell you one thing. Coach Chicadelco was not happy with his team's communication in the beginning of that third, leading into that UVA goal. However, since then, obviously, LC's been scoring. He said after that last goal, quite simply, way to fight, boys. Phil?